He's Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is not another shooting show. We go to Philadelphia International Airport, where a U.S. Secret Service agent assigned to protect former First Lady Jill Biden accidentally shot himself in the leg.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Biden was not in the area when the agent was injured during a, quote, negligent discharge of his firearm Friday morning. That, according to a Secret Service spokesman, the spokesman called it an ND, not an AD, an ND, you dumb shit. According to initial reports, the agent was traveling in an unmarked car when he accidentally discharged his gun shortly before 9 a.m. Other law enforcement officers came to assist the injured agent, who was taken to a local hospital where officers laughed at him. He is being treated for his injuries and was in stable condition. Another Secret Service spokesman, Nate Herring, said that the agent suffered a non-life-threatening injury. So, there was no impact to the protectees movement, and they were not present at the time of the incident. So Jill Biden didn't see it happen.
Sometimes you think that the Secret Service, they have a mythos that they are like the top dogs of law enforcement, and then you realize,
do they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, they're not assigning like the top dogs of the Secret Service to a former First Lady. They're not exactly a target. Not a great target. I suppose they're a target in some respects, but
right. But I just mean that the training and background stuff that the average Secret Service agent goes through, at least, as it's been hyped up in the media, is not what your local county sheriff goes through.
Or it's very similar.
Above.
It's more similar than people think it is.
Well, I don't think they do as much report or dealing with public, and there's more specialized training because the Secret Service job is basically, it's a bodyguarding, but it also has a really weird, they're also the guys that hunt down counterfeiters.
Yeah. Because that's what it started as.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, by the way, you guys are also the bodyguards for the president and dignitaries. And
I think they were also spies. If you go way back, the Secret Service was spies. Now, I don't know if that was just them referring to it. I just got done watching Turn, so I can't remember if this was actually a thing. But they would refer to the Secret Service of spying, but I don't know if that was actually the Secret Service.
Right, because I know during the 1800s, the presidents would have their bodyguards would also be Pinkerton agents and shit like that.
No, they didn't add presidential protection until way later. The Secret Service was around for a long time before presidential protection. That was after Lincoln was assassinated, I believe.
Yeah.
Was when that was added to their duty, because they never really assigned it to anybody.
So I was just going down their Wikipedia page real quick, and I somehow ended up exactly on protection of the nation's highest elected leaders and government officials started in 1901 after the assassination of William McKinley.
Oh, it was after McKinley?
Yeah.
I knew it was after an assassination, but it wasn't Lincoln. I'll be damned.
Right. Which is crazy that we're like, oh, we had a president literally shot in the head, and we're like, yeah, they don't need a bodyguard.
It took another 35 years before they got around to it.
Well, because it used to be that you could just walk into the White House and shake the president's hand. I think it was McKinley was known for this shake, pull through, move on to the next person. He'd developed how to get through as many people in a line as possible.
Well. Fun little history learning. I knew it came after an assassination. I forgot it was as recent as McKinley. I'll be damned.
Yeah, it's shocking that it took till 1901.
By the way, did you ever see that show on Netflix about James Garfield?
I don't think so.
It was about the assassination of James Garfield, and I didn't know anything about that guy until the show, and the show plays pretty true to the history from what I found, of the guy who Death by Lightning was the name of the show on Netflix. I cannot think of the actor. He was in the Waco miniseries. He played the FBI negotiator guy. Was also the knucklehead in Pearl Harbor who's I don't remember what he had a bit part in that movie, but no, James Garfield never really intended to run for president, and then they were just trying to get old swamp politicians out of there, and a few delegates started saying Garfield because he gave a good speech. And then all of a sudden he ended up in there, and then Chester A. Arthur was his vice president, and then he was assassinated because the guy who some fucking lunatic thought, like, I helped you get elected. And he was fucking crazy. And the actor that played him was great. It's a great miniseries. You should watch it. It was good.
I should, because like Garfield's just not one of those people that you think about.
No, he's not a president you think about. And then all of a sudden, there's a miniseries on Netflix about James Garfield's assassination. What? Like, Charles Guiteau was the name of the guy who killed him. And even if you look him up, like his picture, the actor they found looks a lot like him. Not exactly, but that comes pretty close. But it's like the guy was fucking crazy. Just a nutball and a half.
Yes, off his rocker.
Yeah. So anyway, moving on to, shooting show.
The shooting part.
The shooting part of the shooting show, which I guess we weren't not talking about.
Just shooting people. Anyways.
Anyway. Yeah. So what's this no centimeter gang? What are you talking about, Jeff? Did you sell it? I knew you were backing out, but I'm actually in a minor conundrum here. If I don't do centimeter gang, the only gun that I can put a light on and have a holster for in time is my old Shadow 2 with a Burris Fastfire 3 on it. What's wrong with your 5-inch M&P 9mm?
The one with the SRO that is at Trijicon?
Oh, I forgot the dot on that one went to Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, shit. And I went to Shields the other day, no 10mm ammo anywhere.
Really?
Like I found a couple boxes of defensive ammo, but I'm not paying $1.50 for 10mm. And I'm kind of in this cheap side of my brain. It's like, hey, you kind of intend to like not hang on to this. Should you buy an extra magazine and more ammo for the gun that you don't enjoy shooting? And I'm like, I'm fighting it. I kind of want to do this, but I kind of don't. And so Owen told me he's a kind of a maybe if he's going to be able to make it up there. And so the three of us were, I think, the entirety of the centimeter gang. And so we were already down to 2. And now I'm like, shit, do I do this or don't I?
Well, you can always shoot with irons.
What irons?
Did you get rid of your 10mm?
No, I still have it.
Oh, okay. Because as we're recording, it's 2 weeks away. And if you go on Shields' website, you can buy it and have it ready for in-store pickup in Sioux Falls and just put my name down as the alternate pickup. Because I did that. Jeff picked up primers in Omaha for me because they didn't have them in Sioux Falls, but they had them in Omaha. And that was pretty slick. I ordered bullets that I picked up in Sioux Falls and primers that Jeff picked up in Omaha, and they were all in the same order. That was fucking slicker than shit through a goose. But you can get federal 10mm.
Yeah, and that's what I've been shooting, like, and
that stuff's pretty soft. It's like the 160 foot per second shit.
Yeah, if that's the soft shit, then yeah, no, I'm like that because that's what I bought, and it is distinctly unpleasant.
Well, was it? Oh,
yeah,
out of your gun. Yeah, that's right. Because you bought an M&P, not a Glock. That's right.
Correct. I was like, which again, if it wasn't like beating my hand up, it works great. It fits in all my holsters. Like everything about it is good.
That's why I'm fine with you saying M&P. This whole like,
oh, this one particular brand of gun like hurts me somehow, and I just can't shoot it because it'll give me owies. So I could never ever possibly shoot that brand of pistol because owies.
Like, bro, you're about to be in a fight in front of people that are paying money to watch it. Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, I'll bring it up and you can shoot it, and you'll.
No, I've shot an M&P. It's snappy.
Yeah, right. And you shot the comped version.
Yeah, I shot the Performance Center M&P 10,
right.
And it was snappier than my bone stock Glock 20.
Right. Because I shot Owen's Glock 20, and I was like, oh, this isn't bad, and that's why I was like, the M&P is going to be the same, and then it was not. So I'm 50-50 on it right now. Again, I got to go buy more ammo and another magazine because I only have 2 and I feel like I need 3. But other than that, Centimeter Gang, it was
might not be a thing at the dark match.
Might not be as much of a thing as we hoped.
Okay. I was just in Texas this weekend for a few days. Flew into Dallas, got a rental car, drove down to Waco. My daughter did things at Baylor. She's going to Baylor next year, and so we were walking around the campus and seeing the things and the stuff, and then on the way back to Dallas, which, by the way, Dallas, I don't know how you people live in Dallas. The traffic is fucking awful. It was a Saturday, and we're just trying to get to the airport. And it's like there's no part of Dallas-Fort Worth freeways that's not under construction. And there's an accident every 10 meters. It's like, I don't know. I'm so glad I live in a small city because no matter what, I'm never more than 20, 25 minutes away from anything in the whole area. We were in, I don't know how long we got stuck on we rolled the dice and pulled off on, you know how the exits in around there are, there's just always a frontage road down every freeway, and then the ramps just sort of like merge in and out with the frontage roads.
Yep.
Which is really cool. I love it when there isn't too much traffic for that. But there's too much traffic for that in Dallas when we were there. It's a Saturday. And I've driven around Minneapolis on plenty of Saturdays, and you can drive anywhere you want, and it's not a big deal in the Twin Cities. Apparently, Dallas-Fort Worth is like driving around Minneapolis-St. Paul during rush hour 2 days before Christmas any day of the week. So it was fucking awful. But anyway, on the way from Waco back up to Dallas to get on the airplane back to Sioux Falls, there is one Buc-ee's along the way, and I had never been. And we stopped at I believe it's Buc-ee's Hillsboro, Texas. I was kind of underwhelmed.
It
by
is something.
Buc-ee's.
It's something I've never been, but it is something people hype up like it's, like going to Mecca or going to.
Like it's big.
It's a big gas station, isn't it?
It's a really big gas station. Now, it's longer. It's not as deep as it is wide. It's really wide, and there's like 8,000 gas pumps in front. Like that's the part that's kind of impressive is the number of gas pumps. But inside, it's like, it's about the same total square footage as your average Hy-Vee, or a good-sized Hy-Vee, a bigger than average Hy-Vee. It wasn't that big. And it was a bunch of knickknacks and food, and I'll give them credit. They were actually throwing old sandwiches out and putting new ones in. Like they threw away like a dozen pulled pork sandwiches and then put out a bunch of new ones. Like, hey, good on you for that. But there was no pizza because I was going to do an A-B comparison. Like people were talking about like Buc-ee's, and then the Maverick gas stations are kind of making their way all across the country. They're out in Rapid City. They're not here yet. But there were Casey's in Texas. I came across a couple of Casey's, Jeff.
Really?
They were in Waco. I saw 2 in Waco. I believe 2 in Waco. Even posted a picture of it on my Instagram. And you know what? They had pizza. But you know what Buc-ee's didn't have? Pizza.
Buc-ee, they don't have pizza. That's crazy.
No pizza. They've got brisket sandwiches and burritos. Now, we were there in the afternoon, late afternoon, so I don't know what their breakfast stuff is like. Maybe it's amazing. But I couldn't speak to like the pre-match food for a Buc-ee's. But I was just generally... It looked like a more recent addition to the Buc-ee's lineup, and it wasn't. It's like, oh, here's the new carbon copy Buc-ee's that we build now, is what it looked like.
Right. Because I think Omaha's getting one.
We have a thing in South Dakota that's way bigger and cooler than that, and it's called Wall Drug. You want to go buy a bunch of useless shit and then also find food that is actually good? Then go to Wall Drug. They've got free ice water. They've got 5-cent coffee. They've got free donuts for veterans, I think it is. And they have signs all over the world for Wall Drug. So if you're on your way to the Rushmore State Championship this year, make sure you stop at Wall Drug in Wall, South Dakota. It's a town of about, 800-900 people. But it's this big, huge tourist trap. I mean, if you like tourist traps, there's none better. On that note, we're going to talk about holidays you should shoot on because Jeff is butthurt about Easter. He wants to shoot a match on Easter, and his club is not. Also,
guns out for Jesus.
Expansion of Jeff's club. That is sort of interesting. I saw a picture about that the other day. He's also a bad salesman of the Shadow 2. And I tried a new powder that is fucking awesome. We'll tell you about all of that. But patreon.com/notanothershooting show. It's only $3.57 a month, and you will get every single minute of this episode. We got much more to talk about. Also, Adam Grimm class coming up in my club, April 24th and 25th. Optional match the following day. That's a Sunday. Grimtech.com. Grim is with 2 M's. Grimtech.com. Select the South Dakota class that says TBA. There's no TBA. It's April 24th and 25th. You can get signed up for that right there. By the way, Adam is going to be on our next episode.
Oh,
we have confirmed. We're going to have him on again. The LO National Championship with a hammer down Shadow 2. r/NASS. That's our Reddit. We have a good time there. MW Activewear, the finest jerseys you can get for your match. Northwoods is May 2nd and 3rd up in Forest Lake, Minnesota. PCSL Belt Championship, May 17th at Mission 160. Great Plains Sexual is June 6-7 at my club in Canton. Cornhusker Classic, June 27th and 28th. And the Rushmore State Championship, July 11th and 12th. Minnesota Sexual Championship also in August. I don't have the date because I don't have the date on this version. Oh, there it is, 29th and 3rd through the 30th. But again, patreon.com/notanothershooting show. It's only $3.57 a month.